PokeNerds, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Tuesday, October 21st. Right now, we're taking a look at my latest little mini PSA submission. As many of y'all know, if you've been following the channel, been submitting a good amount lately. I'm still like very, very small time, right? I'm not submitting a lot of cards at a time. This is only 5 cards, but I'm having a good time doing it. I'm using it as a little bit of a side hustle, a way to make the hobby cheaper for myself because I love collecting Pokemon cards. So if I can find cards that I can grade, get a PSA 10, sell for much higher price point than I got into it for, either pulling it from a pack or buying the single raw. I think that's a fun way to hunt out cards and kind of test yourself and push yourself and learn more about the hobby, learn more about singles, all that stuff. So I've been having a really good time. So we're going to dive into it. 3 out of 5 PSA 10 on this one. Not great, but also not horrible by any stretch of the imagination. I'm now 10 out of 14 overall on my submissions. And so that's, just over 71%. But on the English side, I'm 9 out of 11, which is over 80%. Japanese, I've only hit 1 out of 3 PSA 10s, so it's pretty funny. But we'll go ahead and dive into a card that I've talked about a lot lately, and I got 2 of them here. The Kingdra EX Special Illustration Rare Promo, right? PSA 10s. I feel like this promo card had unbelievable quality control from the Kingdra EX Special Illustration Rare Collection box. The centering is generally very good. I've never really seen much whitening at all. I've now graded 3 of these and gotten 10s on all of them. The only other one I had was probably a PSA 9 at Mida 10, but we did that in a giveaway. So shout out to whoever won that. I can't remember. I don't have one now in my personal collection. These are going to be sold, card originally you were getting it in the teens. You could buy it in the Kingdra EX Special Illustration Rare Collection box, which for a long time, that was like $30 to $40. Rip it out, rip some Shrouded Fable packs if you want to, whatever. But now this is like a $60 raw card. And I think it has a lot of room to grow. It's a beautiful art. It's one of my favorite cards from the Scarlet and Violet era, regardless of like promo or whatever. It's one of 4 Special Illustration Rare style promo cards from the Scarlet and Violet era. And to me, it's just a stunner. Kingdra is one of my favorite Pokemon. So I'm going to have to go get one raw because I don't really collect for my personal collection PSA graded cards. It's just my collection's not about wealth or anything like that. It's just about enjoying the cards and being able to look at them and all that stuff. And I like to be able to take them out and actually look at them outside of the case. So I'll be moving on from both of these, but I strongly encourage, if you're trying to get into grading, if you're looking at a card to grade or trying to find some grading plays, go try to find some Kingdra EX Special Illustration Rares at local card stores, card shows, whatever, and check them out and see if they look clean, because these have a very high gem mint 10 rate, and I've been extremely successful with them. Now we will go to the one Japanese card that I have hit, and it's the Genesect EX Special Art Rare from Black Bolt. Love, love, love this card. I originally bought it because I wanted it. I was so excited that Genesect got like an actual badass looking card, because Genesect is a badass Pokemon. The Fusion Strike Alt Art was just a goofy, silly card, and there's a place for those, right? There absolutely is, but I really was happy to see this Genesect card. I think it looks incredible. The texturing on it, the door, the platform, Genesect, all that stuff. You can clearly see the flames behind it. It's a really, really cool card. Now this card raw is about $27 to $30. Graded, excuse me, I think it's in the $100 range. Could varies. There's not a lot of sales around lately on this. Still a fairly new card in terms of grading plays, but I've seen as low as 80, seen as high as 120. To me, this is one that I'm just going to hold on to for a while. I love the card. I'm not into it for a whole lot. It could stay in the personal collection, but if it ends up growing in value, I'll probably end up selling it at some point and just having the raw copy. One thing I do a lot, if it's a card I love and I sell the PSA 10, I'll just go replace it with the raw copy. That's something I kind of do a lot. It's like, go reward yourself, get to keep the card and the raw copy and have a good time. So basically nothing in particular unique about those three grading plays. They all just looked super clean, well centered, no damage on the surface, no surface wear on either side, no print lines, no whitening in the corners. They had all the things I was looking for. I thought the other two cards that I submitted also did, but that just goes to show you can definitely miss things. And I have kind of reevaluated both of these cards, and I got a PSA 8 on Acerola's Mischief, special art rare from Mega Evolution in English, but the Japanese version from Mega Symphonia. I keep looking at this card, and I just don't know how it got an 8. It's very well centered, top to bottom, left to right. It might be slightly bottom heavy, but it's well within the 55-45 range that we talk about. Well within that 10%, I believe. The only thing I can kind of nitpick potentially, and I've seen this on a fair amount of Japanese cards recently. I definitely saw it a lot in Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia. It felt like the cutting, not on the corners, not on the not on the corners on the front or back, but like on the actual flat part of the top of the card or side of the card, bottom of the card. The cutting just is not clean. I would say this one is pretty damn clean, but I can see just a little bit maybe, and I feel like that must be it because there's nothing else. No print lines, no surface wear, no whitening. Centering is quality. So it's a tough one for me to see an 8, but I mean, I'll definitely keep it. I do think it's a really cool card. Maybe crack it and submit it again at some point. I don't know. I'll have some other folks look at it, see what they think. But to me, that one is pretty crazy. And the final one is the Reshiram from Celebrations. It got a 9. And a lot of Celebrations has horrible Gem Mint 10 rates. But I thought this one was clean. I think it's a little heavy on the left, centering wise. But yeah, couldn't hit the 10 on that one. It's okay. Modern cards, you're not looking for 8s, certainly normally. Usually not looking for 9s either. But one of those things where it's trial and error sometimes. I'm still sitting at over 70%. This particular submission was, about 60%. So still in a decent spot. And having a good time doing it and still hunting cards up. And I'm going to be submitting some other cards here soon. I've got several cards right here. Cynthia's Ambition going out soon from Crown Zenith. Penny, which we've talked about from Paldean Fates. That card's moving right now. It's going up. That Umbreon, I think people are getting excited about. They're like, oh my God, there's an Umbreon and a Penny special illustration rare. And then another Crown Zenith Darkrai V-Star. I'm always hunting for Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery cards. They have excellent quality control. Now, today, all the ones I looked at my local card store, they weren't really high enough quality in terms of the centering for me to pull the trigger and try to submit them, but you got to kind of be diligent, always looking. That's kind of my game right now. Really appreciate y'all being here. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. I did forget to mention, I think the Kingdras are about $350. So I'll be moving on from those. If y'all are interested, hit me up. Could do a little bit cheaper if it's a direct deal. If you're interested in getting a Kingdra EX Special Illustration Rare promo PSA 10, I've got 2 of them. If you're interested in any of these cards, hit me up in the comment section below, on Twitter, whatever it may be. Again, really appreciate y'all tuning in, supporting the channel. If you're interested in the channel membership, it's $2.99 a month. Link in the description below. We have weekly member exclusive giveaways that are a lot of fun. So check it out. Y'all have a good one.